raccoon came first or the bandit came
That's
first?
fact.
What is the most interesting place you've ever traveled?
If you could switch lives with a fictional character, who would it be?
Welcome back to episode 19 of Nothing But Nonsense. I'm your host, Chase Thomas.
I'm Noah Weiss.
And we are joined today by Westminster's finest influencer, fitness influencer.
Dylan Hanna.
He is the founder of Hanna Fitness. You can check out his merch on, you could probably tag your
Instagram at Hanna_fitness330.
Nice. So he's got his own line of merch. We have our merch shirts on, but we only have 2 of these. I don't know if we're actually going to do merch at any point.
Maybe
we will, but at some point. But yeah.
McKenna.
Oh yeah, his girlfriend made him McKenna. So
All right.
She's
yes. So like normal, we're gonna like I just said, we plugged a little bit of his stuff. Now we're gonna get into a little bit of our Nothing But Nonsense. You might want to join the live too, just in case anyone's in there.
Yeah, good point.
So Dylan, how did you get into wanting to do fitness, or how did your fitness journey even begin?
Yeah, no. So my brother is he's 4 years older than me. He was a college athlete, he played baseball at Malone, and my dad was always a lifter growing up and whatnot. So I don't they were lifting a lot. My brother was obviously lifting for sports and whatnot. So I went to the gym with them. Both my parents are teachers, so we had access to the school gym at my high school. So my dad would be lifting, my brother would be lifting, and I was like, well, I'm not going to sit at home with my mom and my little sister. So I went and lifted, and I started to like it, obviously. I think I started lifting in 8th grade, and until from 8th grade to sophomore year, I was on and off lifting and whatnot. And then COVID hit, and I had a gym in my basement already. We just had a rack, a dip bar, and some bands and whatnot. Blah, blah, blah. And so I did that for a while, and then I was waking up. Well, COVID, we were all playing video games. We were all playing video games.
That was the best time of my life.
It was awesome. It was awesome. And I'm terrible at video games. I was loving it. So I would stay up until 4 a.m. playing Fortnite, and then I'd wake up. I'd go to sleep, and I'd wake up at noon. Yeah, maybe a little after noon. Wouldn't do any schoolwork, and I'd go straight to the basement. I'd lift, and so I started doing that every day, and I was like, okay, well, now I got to keep expanding. So I built on and built on, and I was like, all right, well, I'm going down to Hanna Fitness, and blah, blah, whatever. It kind of caught on, and I was like, okay, well, let's make some merch. I had a buddy coming over that was lifting with me every day. All right, let's make shirts or something. Yeah. And so one of my best friends, his name's Ryan Thompson. He is he's the inspiration behind it. He made the logo. He made this logo.
Oh,
he made my first logo. He's super creative. So shout out to him for real.
Shout out Ryan.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. He's the GOAT for real. Anyways, so we were whatever, let's make some merch. Because I started watching Bradley Martin a lot, and I want to open up my own gym eventually. So we were Hanna Fitness. It caught on, and I started making a lot of merch. And then when we got back to school, my junior year, my senior year. It was my senior year. So obviously I was probably going to go play college sports and whatnot. And I would say I was kind of more of a popular kid. Mm-hmm. I mean, both my parents taught at the school, so staff members knew me. Everybody knew me. Everybody knew my brother and whatnot. So I just started advertising. I made an Instagram and started reaching out to people hey, I made this. You interested in buying a shirt? Whatnot, blah, blah, blah. And I got one of my friend's moms to help me out with making the designs on a Cricut and whatnot.
Love cricket.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And she helped me make my first batch, and I sold a good bit.
Did you?
I don't really know exactly what profit I made off of it, but it was more about getting my name out there, and it kind of still is. I don't really worry too much about the profit right now. I just it's awesome.
It's
when I
branding
walk into the
yourself.
weight room. It's awesome when I walk into the weight room and see 3 guys wearing it. It's sweet.
That is cool.
But so that's basically how it happened. COVID.
Just one of those
really,
things.
It was COVID.
Yeah.
And if it weren't for COVID, I probably would have never thought
some
about
good
it.
things come out of COVID.
Absolutely.
I think COVID was a time for a lot of kids to kind of experiment. That's how how all those Twitch kids blew up. They just had nothing to do but play video games.
It's insane.
during COVID, we had the same kind of thing, like a squat rack in our basement and a couple dumbbells, and I would just call it the lab. Like I wasn't calling it anything funny, but I was just like going on the stairs and I was like, Mom, I head to the lab. And she's like, all right, whatever, knock yourself out.
My dad's big purchase over COVID was
one of the ellipticals.
Yeah. I never touched it.
You didn't even think of the name. I actually just played charades right there.
It was freaking stupid, man. It just sits in my basement now.
Not touched.
Yeah. Like we had a ping pong table and you put it right next to the ping pong table. Like, this sucks.
You didn't use your ping pong table to full potential?
No, couldn't hit those shots on the side.
On the side.
What was the game of choice during COVID, though?
My friend and I played a lot of Sea of Thieves. I don't know if you've heard of Sea of Thieves.
I've heard of it, but I have no idea how.
There's no real goal. There's no real. I mean, there's a goal, but it's like
King of Pirates.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ass.
It's like it's more of like a cosmetic game, not necessarily there's rewards for everything. So it's like you get different cosmetics for your ship, your pirate or whatever. So it's really just like if you got to Pirate Legend is what it was called, and you would get Pirate Legend quests and all those kinds of things. But really, we would just go in there and we called this thing the nuke sloop. So a sloop is basically just a pirate ship with one sail. And so those just hold 2 players or 2 people in real life, whatever. So me and my friend would do that and just load gunpowder barrels on there and just run into other kids and ruin their night. It was just like kind of like our fun thing to do, just cause havoc.
Yeah. We played like 3 games total: Fortnite, Minecraft, and Warzone. That's it.
Right,
the 3-month Minecraft phase still hits hard for me and my friends.
All right.
I'll get through it every once in a while.
Still?
Mm-hmm.
What was your game of choice?
Mine was 100% Fortnite.
Yeah,
I still play Fortnite.
I mean, I tried to get into like Warzone. Wasn't there one other one that came out like
over like that kind of like span of like a year and a half?
Apex. I tried to get into that. My friends were good at it. I was no good.
It's such a like.
Apex is so hard.
It's
no,
terrible.
like you got to be like cracked.
Oh, and we play a little bit of Rocket League. We played a little.
Oh, we played Rocket League too.
I'm also
dog water.
Horrible at it.
I'm so happy that I'm not the only one dog water.
My friend is really good at it, and he just get pissed at us when we were playing like tournaments and stuff, which I shouldn't have even been in because I'm not good enough to be in it at all. He's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Rotate." I'm like, "I'm trying, dude."
So he gets so mad at me, bro, because I don't rotate and I just ball chase. And he gets so mad. He's good for it.
I mean, I can't even hit it. Like I'll go full speed at it and just miss time.
I'll be like getting this feeling like.
I got it.
I'm like jump and hit a button and spit out that way. What is like
the Mario Kart when you're like really like thinking you're in the thing, driving it around.
Oh my god.
But yeah, your fitness during COVID that really kind of blew up for everyone. Did you like experiment with anything during COVID, or did you really just kind of just play with your friends all the time?
I experimented with how many beers I could drink.
That's a good one.
We'd hop on Zoom with like a bunch of us and just like drink together.
Yeah, that's so weird.
I know. It was awesome though.
So what? Wait, so you're a grad assistant now. So
that would have been like your junior year.
That was my started my sophomore year, went into junior year. Yeah.
But it really screwed up your junior year.
Yeah, no. When the cover literally hit and we got all the news, I was in Hilton Head with the tennis team.
Really?
Yeah. And the coach is like, guys, you get back going home. Do you guys want to like leave early or stay and finish out the trip? We're like, we're staying to finish the trip. So we had like a day or 2 left, and we just got back and packed up and left. Like we were the first people to move out of campus pretty much because we got back from camp.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And everything was.
Yeah, it just totally ruined like.
I got some hard classes out of the way online.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
I got like stats. I got stats out of the way. I forgot what other hard class I got out of the way.
Well, you were taking all your college.
I got stats and biz
college
law
classes. Yeah. Oh, I got biz law next semester.
I'm supposed to have it, but I'm like,
but Guyner's so boring.
It's everything is so tedious with him.
Biz law I had biz law again for grad school, and it was like, this is actually how this class would have gone. Like, it was way better.
Really?
I somehow still learned more from not being with the teacher than being with the guy who just talked like this. I didn't go to class.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Me going to biz law in person was so rare.
No, I feel like that's how it was for a lot of people. Like John was just telling me Jake Mack like never went.
Yeah, It's so funny. That first test is the hardest test that everyone gets like a 70 on. And every test after that is so it's a cakewalk.
Well, that's good because I got to take it at some point.
Yeah.
You're taking it next semester.
Next semester.
Yeah, you want to look at some of the questions I had formulated or chat? I use Chat GPT to formulate some questions. It's kind of cheating, but not really. You know what Chat GPT is? You have to.
No, I have no idea what it is.
Really? It's
Never.
really fun to use. I'll show you how to use it. It's an AI system, and you pretty much tell it to do whatever you want, and it does it.
Yeah. Some people use it for their grad school work.
Really?
Yeah.
With the essays and stuff?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Some people do, or
Yeah, some people.
I don't know anybody.
Just wondering.
Just spitballing.
Yeah.
So Chase says, if animals could talk, which one would be the funniest?
I actually didn't even think about this
You know what
one.
I like on TikTok? Like a bunch of people that like, here's a day in the life of my dog, but they talk as
Dude.
As if they were the
It's
dog.
so funny.
Yeah.
hilarious.
They're so funny.
Like everyone got a voice for their dog. You know?
Yeah.
And they always do the squeaky one.
The
Yeah.
real tricks. Is that
I think
called
that's
tricks or
hilarious.
whatever.
I think those are hilarious, but dogs would just be like, so there's a commercial about Chewy.com. It's like, peanut butter box is here. Peanut butter box. I just pictured dogs being dopey like that.
Yeah.
Just being real goofy, but they're not definitely the funniest though.
I don't know who the funniest would be. I would probably, if I had to say like a weird one, I would probably say like the blobfish. You know the blobfish?
Yeah.
The one that looks like a human
He'd
that sits on
probably
like the
talk
bottom of the
like,
ocean.
he'd talk like super slow.
Probably talks like Geiger.
Yeah, maybe like a sea otter would be kind of funny.
Yeah, it would be kind of funny. They're just swimming around on their back, not knowing what to do.
Yeah.
You think sea otter would sound like a straight gangster or just like a moron?
Be the moron.
Yeah.
Be the Mark Armile.
No, I think, dude, a dog would be funny just because like a hyper dog, like
Oh, like one that's kind of
one
like
that's like all over the place.
like the dog from Up.
Anything, yeah, or like any animal that's got like
A real personality to it.
yeah, like ADHD, and it's just
Yeah.
all over the place.
Did you ever see that video? It was a viral video from a long time ago, and this German Shepherd, and this guy was telling, yeah, it was like this guy was describing to his dog what kind of treat he gave to the cat, and he would go to the German Shepherd. So he's like, yeah, so he's like, I made a treat today, and the dog's like, yeah. And he's like, well, what'd you make? He's like, well, it was bacon. He was like, bacon? And it's this whole skit that this guy did voicing his dog, and it was just really funny.
And I gave it to the cat.
And the dog's like, no! It was just so stupid. I think a dog's a good go-to.
Groundhog.
Oh yeah,
Like, what if it was like
Yeah,
the groundhog
groundhog.
from Caddyshack? Did you ever watch Caddyshack?
yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, absolutely.
My favorite movies
Gopher
ever.
or whatever.
Over the Hedge.
Oh, that's a
My
good
girlfriend
one.
just watched it. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good one. Like that squirrel, that super ADHD animal.
Yeah, a squirrel would be good. Yeah,
Yeah, that was funny. That's a great movie.
or even like a raccoon.
I feel like raccoon.
You
would
like
be funny.
the you guys know the commercial? Oh, I think it's a Progressive commercial. Maybe Geico? No, it's got to be Progressive.
Probably.
It's an insurance company.
Yeah.
And they're like, it was a long time ago. It's like there's like 3 or 4 raccoons, and they're like in the trash at night, and he's like, oh, this is so gross. This is so nasty. Here, you gotta try this. It's so nasty. And the guy goes, no, I don't want to try it. I got a really sensitive palate.
They're talking about the garbage.
Yeah, the garbage. Like he's just like trying to get him to try it every time. And he's like, why would I try it? It's gross.
That's God's thief right there.
The raccoon.
Yeah,
Natural thief.
Yeah, the banded eyes too. It's the design of the animal is actually pretty funny. Like he literally made it look like an actual thief.
Yeah, but like, do you think that came from, like, what was a bandit's look before? Like,
I think they
you know,
stole from the
what
raccoon.
Do you think like
That's facts.
the raccoon came first or the bandit came
That's
first?
facts.
It's like the chicken or the egg.
I mean,
Obviously, from like if you're gonna take it from a real science genetic standpoint, it's got to be the thief took it from the raccoon. But like, why would choose the raccoon of all animals?
Why does the thief look like that? You know, like
Like, why wouldn't the?
I actually just blew my mind. I've no one's ever said that.
It would be like just all the kind of stereotypes of it. Like, why didn't the thieves try to take like the style of like a lizard, like one that can blend in? So instead, they took like the bandit and the glove and everything like
Like a
that.
chameleon.
Chameleon. What were
Wow.
That blew your mind.
That did, honestly.
I
like that.
What was my other question? I had two more, but
Yeah, you did.
Swipe, Noah. Swipe.
Dude, shut up. If you could switch lives with a fictional character, who would it be?
Oh. Bugs Bunny, so I can hang out with Lola Bunny all the time.
Mm. All right, wait. So we're talking.
It could be literally
an animated character.
It could be an animated character. It could be like Walter White. It could be like
okay. Walter White, is he Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Okay, I tried to watch Breaking Bad, couldn't get into it.
I'm Batman.
You're going with Batman?
Yeah, all right, that's a good one.
Now, which Batman would you go with? Like Patterson's Batman or like
Affleck's Batman.
you really?
Yeah, it's cool, dude.
I mean, Affleck didn't do great as Batman, but I guess his suits were pretty wild. Like he's the only one that really fought
Actually, I
Superman.
want the Batman from Batman Forever.
Was that one of
It's a.
Is it the animated one?
Okay.
I never watched any of the animated ones. You got your character in mind?
Why not be Batman, man? Just
Oh.
be super rich and just kick the.
Yeah, that's true. You could do that for sure.
Dude, I don't know. That's a really hard question. I think no.
I think having superpowers would be cool, but I think there are so many other great characters to be.
Yeah.
Like characters with just mad
Like Remy from Ratatouille, dude.
It'd be cool just
Yeah,
chefing up all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to live as a rat. but-
Yandy Diaz, Homer, the deep left
All right.
center.
I'm going. Have you guys ever watched Blacklist?
No,
Yeah.
I have not watched Blacklist, but my mom and
Kobe.
dad
Gotta watch it. You gotta watch it, Chase. It's so good.
Yeah, it's really good.
I'm going Reddington. I'm going Raymond Reddington.
He was.
Is he the guy that hunts all the guys on the blacklist?
He gives everybody he gives the blacklist. He's like a
yeah.
world renowned. He's like the most wanted criminal, like on the FBI's most wanted list.
He's crazy.
And he
Go
like
with it.
but he
He knows
has like
everything.
over like the government's head something. And,
Oh,
like he like is trying to get rid of all these people. He runs like a multi-billion-dollar.
He just gets rid of his
criminal
competition
empire.
with the government.
It's
that's actually pretty cool.
It's unbelievable.
That's actually a cool
It's really
concept.
good. It's
I might
really
have
good
to
show.
watch that
No,
now.
do it. There's a lot of shows.
He's like a smart aleck, and it's so funny.
There's a
He's
lot of
hilarious.
shows.
To watch or like?
Yeah, like a lot of seasons.
It's 9
Oh.
seasons.
Nine seasons?
long,
Well, I did
22
Criminal
episodes
Minds,
per-
so
22 episodes per season, and each episode is about 45 minutes long.
I mean, I did Criminal Minds freakishly fast.
Yeah.
15 seasons.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah,
Yeah. The boyfriend of the girl who's actually like a spy. Remember?
Tom Keane,
Yeah, Tom.
yeah,
Cruise.
dude, he's my favorite character.
No, I love him. Who is his actor? Because he's in a show or movie that I just watched. And I was like,
I'm the
that
wrong
guy was
person
in
to
the
ask.
black.
I am so bad at
With
names
like
of
actor
actors. I'm
names,
so bad.
actresses' names. Yeah, that's I need to.
Oh,
watch
Ryan
that.
Eggold. He's like the head guy, the head actor in New Amsterdam.
Oh, really? I haven't watched that yet either.
Yeah, it's really good.
What's
Because
that on?
what, McKenna?
Yeah, I'm drinking a water that she left here. She said, "Hey, that's my water."
I started watching. Are you big into anime? Well,
My buddies all are.
yeah, me and him are on the longest anime ever. One Piece.
One
Yeah.
piece,
Like I know, like the bigger names, like the bigger animes, kind of like everyone's starting to know because everyone's starting to watch it. But I'm 640 episodes in, and I think I just got to halfway through.
That's insane.
What are you at?
past
Like
you still?
still way past?
No. I just passed you again. Remember I sent you that.
Yeah, but that was Punk Hazard. Like, are you past Punk Hazard now? Are
I'm
you?
in Dressrosa.
How far into DeRosa are you? 10 episodes, maybe.
Like the second round of the
Oh,
tournament.
the tournaments, yeah. Because Luffy already took down the big dude, the big gladiator in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm just getting to the second round. Anyways, yeah, it's a huge series. It's freakishly long. I've watched other long ones before, but yeah, I feel like the shows nowadays aren't as good as they were for whatever reason.
No, yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's hard to like Like, it's crazy. Like, Blacklist is probably going to come to an end after the season that they're dropping right now. Like,
Mhm.
they're coming out with, like, episodes, like, weekly. But
I didn't even know
I'm
that.
not doing that. I'm not watching it.
I finished it. I was all the way caught up my junior year because I went to.
Oh, you missed it. There's another seasons out then.
Yeah,
Because I just started watching it last semester. I mean, it was unbelievable. I would come back from class, sit down on the couch, 6 hours, not move, watch Blacklist.
Yeah.
6 episodes.
That's kind of the best, though.
I mean, but like, you feel so unproductive.
Yeah, after that, you're like,
You're
oh,
just
all right,
like,
I actually got to do something.
I just watched 3 episodes. Like, that
I was in
Netflix
quarantine.
is going. Like,
I was in quarantine
That's fair.
and
you probably
Binged.
cranked them out.
so me, my friend Chris, and our friend Sarah Small, we went to her lake house because none of us were positive. So we went to her lake house for the week. I did not leave the room.
And you guys were in
room
the
that I
lake
was
house?
sleeping in. Yeah, I did not leave that room, and I watched Blacklist the entire goddamn time.
You think it was a waste of a trip?
No, it was fine. We were in quarantine. We weren't really supposed
You
to
really
go out
couldn't
and
do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just watch.
So
Sounds like I got to add it to
No, do it.
my resume of
Yeah, you got to watch it.
what I have watched.
Here's a question. What did you guys do? So like when you were in quarantine, did you have to like were your parents like super strict about it and like staying in, like you can't go out at all?
Yeah.
Like,
Could not go anywhere.
Yeah, I couldn't go anywhere either. We had neighbor. Obviously, we had neighbors lived in the neighborhood. We couldn't. My dad wouldn't even let us sit at the top of the driveway while our friends sat at the bottom of the driveway. Like, it was weird.
wow.
So we couldn't.
Yeah.
we couldn't
no.
even talk to anyone.
I convinced him to let my girlfriend come over once, and we had to sit outside by the fire, not next to each other.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy what it did to everyone. Like, what'd you do?
Well, so I had a long-term girlfriend at the time. She was allowed to come over and I was allowed to go there whenever. But so that, I mean, I guess that's mostly what I did.
Mm-hmm.
But also like my parents were a little strict about it, so now they know that I'm lying. I lied to them, but we would say that we were all going to sit in like this parking lot and just sit in our cars and like talk and whatnot. But like if it was like a super nice day out, like we're not
You were
gonna
playing
sit in the car.
games
so
or
we would go
whatever.
out. Like we got into skateboarding.
Yeah.
We were going to get like we all like build our own skateboard, like hundreds of dollars just to build a skateboard.
Yeah.
Like just pathetic.
Yeah.
And we would like skate around. We found this library parking lot. Had like nice and hilly, like three staircases that
Yeah.
were just like 3 stairs. So like you could jump it if you were like good. I was terrible. And like bombing hills and like going up and down the sidewalks. The sidewalks were like rounded, so like you could go up it.
Yeah.
Not have to like jump up it. I mean, that's what we did most of the time. We
Yeah.
would literally like days at a time just go straight there and just skate around for
Yeah.
like hours.
That's what I mean. Like, just experimenting with hobbies that you never would have
Yeah.
tried before.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to see my best friend lives down the road from me, and I wasn't allowed to see him until like towards the end of the quarantine period, and we would start to stand on the opposite sides of the street.
That's so rough. Yeah, COVID sucks. That's really all I can say about that.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know what I would have done if I was like completely locked down. I would have went insane.
yeah, I feel like also too, COVID just like if you were in a relationship during COVID, like it was just real hard to like
Yeah.
stay in that, especially if you couldn't see your
if you couldn't
significant
see
other.
it, that would be crazy. That actually probably was one of the things that saved me from not losing my mind because
Just
I
being
was
able to
allowed
leave and go see
it.
someone.
Like yeah,
Yeah, I
Probably
mean
couldn't see McKenna for 3 months.
that must have been horrible.
Yeah.
that's brutal.
I didn't have a girlfriend at the time. I had a girlfriend right before, but for whatever reason, we just ended up breaking up. But like during that time, I just played Xbox with my friends all the time. So that's what kind of kept me
Yeah,
sane.
no, for sure.
Because like my mom always made fun of me. Not made fun of me, but like you know how parents are like, why don't you just like go with your friends and hang out with your friends all the time? And I was like, well, for me, I can just get on Xbox and immediately be with my friends. And I think that it's hard because I feel like the female demographic I would say that there's more males playing video games than there are females.
yeah.
So it's hard for
Yeah,
my
they're not
mom.
playing games with each other.
Yeah, it's hard for my mom to be like, to comprehend that I can play with my friends
Yeah, I know.
whenever I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be playing video games.
Yeah, we just played a variety of video games. We already talked about that. I still got one more question on there. There you go.
What is the most interesting place you've ever traveled?
Speaking of COVID, now that we're like out of COVID when you couldn't travel, I would say we went to Aruba last summer, and that was really
That
fun.
was really fun, yeah.
It was fun because we could go snorkeling. We went parasailing. We stayed in like one of the tourist like resorts, as most white people tend to do, and we just go down to the beach, hang out, go down to the pool, hang out, because it was all within their section that the resort owned, and
nice, yeah.
we snorkeled out to a sunken ship, so we snorkeled over top of that, which is pretty
that's
cool.
really cool.
And then sea turtles were also in the shallows, so you could come up, see the sea turtles, and you couldn't really touch them because obviously it's just wildlife, but they would swim like right up to your face.
Oh,
it was
sick.
real weird.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun though.
I've been all over. Interesting place. Interesting. I don't know.
England?
I mean, yeah, that was awesome. I don't know if it's the most interesting.
I wouldn't say Aruba's like super interesting,
Just, like,
because there's not like a
favorite, like,
culture.
Yeah. Like, just your favorite place. Like, where you think you probably had the most fun.
Well, England, because I just went with my friend here, and we just drank every day, did whatever the hell we wanted to.
Yeah, that sounds
That was
a lot of
awesome.
fun to me.
Cool, because they also went during the World Cup, so
Yeah.
the pubs were like
That's
full force,
Yeah.
like everyone was
Right.
watching.
I love Aruba too. I took my friends there on senior trip. That was my grandpa's favorite place. My grandma, so they always took us there for vacation in the summertime. So I've been there a bunch.
Yeah.
So I took my friends from senior trip, and we had a blast.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure. Wow. Yeah. No, mine's probably Mexico. I went to Playa del Carmen.
Yeah,
Carmen. I think it's Carmen. Is it Carmen?
mm-hmm. Carmen.
Carmen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Playa del Carmen. We went there. My brother's 4 years older than me. I already said that. So he graduated college, and I graduated high school
Mhm.
the same summer. So my mom was like, "All right, for that, like we're gonna all go to
bigger
Mexico."
trip. Yeah,
He had a long-term girlfriend. I had a long-term girlfriend. We're like, we're gonna take girlfriends. Like everybody's welcome, and we'll pay for it all. Blah blah blah. So we went to Playa del Carmen, and we stayed on this nice resort. And unfortunately, we went like right after school, like the beginning of June.
yeah,
So it was like, because my mom was like, I want to get done with school, pack, and leave.
yeah.
I'm like, okay, perfect. Like, that's a great way to kick off the
Yeah.
summer. So we went, and the beaches were like subpar, because at least the one on the resort, because it was like a weird period where like the seaweed was coming in.
Oh yeah,
And so like you couldn't really get in it. But it wasn't that big of a deal, because like it was all inclusive.
Oh,
and
so yeah.
I hadn't I didn't really do much like drinking or anything in high school at all. But like when we got to Mexico, and like there was like walk-up bars, and like,
yeah, the drinking age is so much
and
lower.
It's 18 there,
Yeah.
so like we were legally allowed to drink. Like, so, and my mom's like big on like, if you're not 21,
Following
like,
rules.
you can't
Yeah.
drink. Like blah blah blah. So we got there, and I mean that was a blast.
Yeah,
Like we would just spend every day at the pool. Like I was getting up every morning, going to the weight room on the resort. I mean, it was a beautiful weight room, and you could like see the ocean.
Oh, that had to have been
It was
so
sick.
cool.
It was
like
awesome.
the best way to start
Yeah,
your morning.
It was awesome. Yeah, so we would go to the weight room in the morning, get a smoothie at the smoothie bar for free. Well, not free, but it felt like it was free.
yeah,
It felt like it was
technically.
free. And then I walk back, take a shower, and we go straight to the pool. And I think, if I'm remembering correctly, the pool that we went to, there was like 8 different pools on the resort. And we would go to the same pool every time, right by the swim-up bar. Our bartender's name was Carlos, and from 12 to 2 it was happy hour, buy one, get one.
And Carlos,
It was awesome. It was awesome.
hooking you up.
It was unbelievable.
Oh, you did the same thing.
did it.
Okay, so this is ChatGPT. So essentially, Noah just typed in a question. What did you even say?
Create 5 funny questions to talk about on a podcast.
And it came up with 5 funny questions to talk about on a podcast.
Damn.
And I
Um,
said, create 5 more, and it created 5 more.
That's crazy.
it's crazy.
That's sick.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, that's probably
Side
so
note,
easy.
did you in middle school have to do the chocolate milk essay? So the chocolate milk essay was big at our middle school, which was it was the first time you were learning how to write persuasive style paper.
Okay.
And so you had to argue for or against chocolate milk to be served in school cafeterias. Obviously, it's for. I don't know why anyone would choose against it. And so yesterday I was just experimenting with ChatGPT, and I was like, write me a persuasive paper about why chocolate milk should be in schools. And it wrote me a 5-paragraph paper of pretty much everything I talked about in my paper from middle school. It was insane.
That's awesome.
It's writing me a 2,500 word essay on the Pittsburgh Pirates 2022 baseball season right now.
And it's writing a full thing. Yeah, because it picks up data that had already been presented. I don't know if it must be. Yeah, so March 23 version. So this updated on March 23rd or March 2023, whatever it was. So it's taking all the data from the 2022 season and writing an essay on it.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That whoever came up with that has got to be
He's a genius.
He's got to be very, very rich.
Yeah.
On the pitching side, the Pirates face challenges. They had a collective earned run average of 5.47, which was the highest. They had the highest ERA. That's the house.
It's still writing.
And I asked it to write 2,500 words.
Well, 2,500 words is a lot.
And it's gonna
keep writing until it gets 2,500 words.
Yeah.
I wonder if it stops on 2,500
right
on the.
Exactly 2,500.
Yeah.
Well, now you got to count.
No, I'm not gonna. I'll ask it how many words. I'll ask it how many words it was whenever it's done.
You think it would tell you?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to know if it's exactly 2,500.
2,500. Anyways, what was one of the questions?
If you had to choose between having a permanently squeaky voice or constantly smelling like onions, which would you pick and why?
Permanently squeaky voice.
Permanently squeaky.
Dude,
that's brutal.
Yeah, it's brutal, but if I smell like onions, which I don't even really like the taste of an onion alone,
yeah,
it's like it's got to be on like a burger
yeah,
or like.
I mean, I don't get any of that lettuce or all that bull crap on my burger. No thanks. But
dude, I would much rather have a squeaky voice.
Yeah.
Oh, it's done.
You might get made fun of, but like whatever.
Yeah, but I feel like I get made fun of way more behind my back about like
smell like onions. Yeah. Nobody's gonna say that to you.
You smell like you hear that dude that smells like onions. Is it really telling you?
Oh no, it was only 541. But look, it stopped.
It did stop. It got cut off.
I think it
had a hard time. Anyways, it's still put together. It's still kind of an amazing program. But
how many words was it?
541, but it says, if you would like me to continue with the essay to reach a target of 2,500, please let me know and I will be happy to provide additional.
Whoa! You're done.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of an insane program. But yeah, it's Noah made stuffed shells. Noah's gonna have some stuffed shells. He took a 4-hour nap, drove back from Washington, D.C. He really wanted yesterday, went to the concert and drove back.
That's crazy. I mean, how far is it?
I'm here for like 5 hours.
Oh.
5 hours?
Yeah, I have like...
Gross.
I have like 2 things I hate nearly and dearly in my life.
Which are?
Driving long distances and traffic and all that stuff. That's kind of do things. Okay, 3 things. Traffic, driving long distances, and lines. I hate all that.
Waiting in line.
And I had to do it all yesterday. I had to drive, and then there was traffic all over the place, and then I had to wait in line for a concert, and I hated it all.
Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of.
Tom Segura said this thing. You know how Barstool, I don't know if you like watch a lot of YouTube or whatever, but you know how
I watch a lot.
Barstool, they do the like funny questions with whoever, and they have to answer whoever. So do you know who Tom Segura is? He's a comedian. Anyways, he did one, and it was like, if there was a place deeper than hell, what would you make them do? And he goes, I'd probably make them just wait in a line for eternity. Like, I was like, that would just be horrible. Yeah, like, just sitting in an amusement park is just terrible. Who's the funniest person on the planet? I wonder if you can even take that as like a statistic. I'm just going to tell you. Oh, see? That's what, yeah.
Shut up.
It does do that.
I'm going to gaslight it.
What are you going to say to it? It pretty much just said this thing, like, it can't take, like ethical or, like, logical questions. Like, it's got to take, like, statistical data to be able to formulate something.
It doesn't have, like, an opinion.
She's writing your paper right now.
On what? Oh, about what? About all the functions?
ChatGPT notes any specific claims about who is the funniest person alive today are purely speculative and should be taken with a grain of humor. Yeah, Yeah. Hold on.
Now it's just giving you this.
Oh no,
thing.
it's having to freak out. It's freaking out.
Oh, it's saying the same thing over and over again. See if you can just submit that.
You definitely have an opinion. Say who is it? I saw some guy gaslight to say that 2 + 2 equals 5.
And it got it to say that 2 + 2 equals 5.
Yeah.
I wonder how long you have to debate with an artificial intelligence.
No, this is he just kept scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and in the messages and it's like, what does 2 + 2 equal? And this is 2 + 2 equals 4. He goes, no, it equals 5. What does 2 + 2 equal? 2 + 2 equals 4. No, it equals 5. I'm very sorry. 2 + 2 equals 5. What does 2 + 2 equal? 4. Why do you keep saying 4? I told you that it's 5. What does 2 + 2 equal? I'm sorry. 2 + 2 equals 5.
And it finally did it.
And it kept going and going, and he finally got it to say just the numbers, like number 2 + 2, and then he goes, what does 2 + 2 equal? Spelled out. And it goes 2 + 2 equals 4. Because it just was like argue with it, gaslighting the AI system to answer that 2 + 2 equals 5. It was hilarious. It was cracking up.
Yeah, that's pretty.
It's like ChatGPT was like getting apologetic, like I'm very sorry that I answered this way. 2 + 2 equals 5.
Do you want to do our music real fast too?
Yeah.
So we do this thing where we have a playlist on Spotify and Apple Music called Nothing But Nonsense Pod. We each choose 3 songs that we've been listening to currently, or 3 of your favorites, and we add them into a playlist. So it's like a nice way for everyone to like, oh, Dylan Hanna listens to this. Yeah.
I like this one.
Are you gonna add B.O.B. Kosher and Baby Tron's new song?
Yeah.
Did you say Babytron?
Yeah.
Dude, you guys know Tom Badlack?
Yeah, I know Tom Badlack.
Guy's a character.
Yeah.
Anyways, he came over yesterday, last night for the national championship, and he was just like raving about Babytron.
Yeah.
He's been doing it. I saw him a bunch today, and he's been raving about it.
Yeah.
And so we listened to a couple songs last night, but
It's a specific taste.
Yeah.
I love Babytron.
No, I wasn't like.
I mean, I'm not
wasn't
dissing
really-
Babytron. I think it's like kind of creative what he does. It's like just raps lyrical stuff that really does make sense, but you're like, how do you even think of that?
Yeah.
So what 3 songs are you going with?
Mazeltron by BLP Kosher and Babytron. Fight This Feeling by Rod Wave.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Just came out. Yeah.
There's a lot of Rod Wave on there. He's my favorite. Let's go for another.
One more Rod Wave.
We're gonna go with I Know It by Rod Wave. I think it's already on there.
Yeah, it is. You added that last time.
Goddamn.
Do one from like an old album.
Fine. Well, the Girl My Dreams said.
Letter from Houston.
This wall is unbelievable.
I did it last year.
And stripped every single one of them.
Every single one's command stripped.
A few of them are like there's like a few that are tacked in there,
Okay.
but then it just like I literally couldn't get them in the wall in some spots. I did it. I tacked them all up in my townhouse room.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, they were all tacked in the wall. It took me like 45 minutes to do them all. Then we're gonna go with Letter from Houston. Actually, yeah, you're right.
See, I know your taste.
Yeah, it's a process. Taking them down is just as hard.
You got your 3 songs? Or do you want me to do mine?
Yeah, you go ahead. I'm gonna think.
All right.
I got an idea of what I want to do, like artist wise.
We're gonna go Neon Guts, Lil Uzi Vert. We're gonna go shoot. No, I'm brain farting. Old Dominion, Written in the Sand. We're going to see them.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
And then, can you spell it right?
Hold up, shut up. I have it.
Yep. And then one more from them. Old Dominion. It'll come up. I can't remember the song name. Just type in Old Dominion real fast. Oh, One Man Band.
Yeah.
You say you're going to see them?
Yeah, so we're going to a country rodeo music festival in Wyoming. Me,
Wow.
my mom, my 2 other friends, and their mom. So it's like a son-mom
I
trip.
got you.
We're going to Zach Bryan.
Saw him. He's good.
Old Dominion is our second band we're going to see, and then Eric Church.
Cool.
I've seen Zach Bryan and Old Dominion.
How were
They
they?
were both very, very good.
Good. Yeah, I told my mom that I was like, if we're balling out on tickets for any one of these, I want to go see Zach Bryan. Like
He's
that's
good.
my have the best seats in those to go see that.
Yeah, he was in Pittsburgh in the fall semester. I got some free tickets with a couple of my friends and went out there, and one of the friend of the person that we were with lived out there in like a big apartment building in Pittsburgh. He was sick.
Really?
But yeah, his living room was just all glass, looking out to the city. And he was just like feeding me free alcohol. It was so fun.
Yeah.
It was a good time for sure. But and then you always end up kind of like after a concert, like I wasn't like huge into Zach Bryan. I knew like 3 or 4 songs, and like you always end up like start learning more songs like when you get just like a really into
That's how I bought tickets that Sharon today.
Did you?
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like you did that with Rod. Like you're already a pretty big Rod fan, but after you went to his concert, you were like lights out. Like
I listen to 4 people. I listen to Morgan Wallen right now. His new album is just crazy. So I just listen to it over and over. I listen to Rod Wave. I listen to Louis Capaldi. So 3 people. There's one more. Oh, and
Don Toliver.
No. Infinity Links.
Who's that?
Like the album.
Oh,
Migos.
yeah.
Well,
And Baby Tron.
I do listen to Little Baby Tron,
Little Baby
but
Tron
I'm not.
in there.
Yeah, I literally, if I'm playing it and play music, it's one album and the next album and the next.
Yeah.
Just
Stock
that's fair.
They're just so good.
Think of your 3 at all?
Alright, I got mine. I'm going.
Now it's hard. Now you're on the spot.
I'm gonna go Thinking About Me. Morgan Wallen's new album.
Could possibly be already be
It's
in there.
not.
Really?
It's not.
Nice.
All right. Then I'm gonna go. Oh crap!
Name the artist.
I don't remember. I had. This is the older one, but it's getting popular now. Lowdown, Lil Baby,
Yes, it's getting popular because of Kansas State.
Yeah.
That might be in there.
All right.
That one might be in there. I think I put it in there a while ago.
It's already in there.
All right. Then I'm gonna replace it with a Wallen again. I'm going book I didn't write or
It's already in
book I wrote. Oh, crap. Okay, this is
This is hard now because if you have the
Alright,
same
alright,
taste of music as someone. All right, let's ride off some country bands if you're going the country route.
no.
Oh, no, it wasn't. You got it.
All right.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go. Then I'm gonna go Fade Away, Kid Leroy.
That is definitely not in there.
That's not.
We have not had one Kid Leroy song in there.
I was supposed to go to his concert. I was supposed to.
I was too.
But then our days to move back into school for soccer
Oh.
got changed, and you had to skip.
That was the recent year?
That's
Yeah.
That just happened?
Yeah,
It was
there was
supposed
one
to-
that was.
It was
close.
supposed to be in March last year,
Mhm.
March 2022. And then, I don't know why, but COVID is still a thing. And he's moved it to. When do we usually move in?
We normally
August.
move in August.
Yeah,
It's
like,
so
August.
he got moved to
It
like
was
the
late
first
August.
week of preseason, and I couldn't go.
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, I think. Was that the one in Pittsburgh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna either go to the one in Pittsburgh or Columbus because that's basically what it is for me now. Like, cause I'm from Akron,
Okay.
so like
Oh, so you're kind of like in the middle of it.
chosen
one.
yeah. So
Just a kid from
I'm
Akron.
both places. Yeah. No, I watched your guys' podcast with when he broke that record.
Oh, were you watching it
Look
when
at,
that
look at the
happened?
boy over there.
I love him. Dude. I love him. He's my
Yeah.
favorite.
Let Mickey let go of the goggles. I love it.
Lego. What do you think about wrapping this up?
Who's better, Michael Jordan or LeBron
I'm
James?
going LeBron all day long.
Yeah.
LeBron now, yeah,
He's
for
on
sure.
LeBron.
Broke the
And-
records, smashed the records.
And
He's got like
fantastic.
all day
That's what I like to
all day
hear.
long.
MJ was dominant in his era. LeBron's dominant in our era. LeBron would still dominate in MJ's era.
LeBron's the GOAT.
He's the GOAT.
Undisputed,
Undisputed.
goat. You gonna wrap this up?
Yeah.
You want-
Hold on, I got one
You got
more
one more
question.
thing?
I got one
Yeah.
more question. All right, concerts. Like, what concerts have you guys been to? Because I just started going to concerts. I never went to one. And the first one I went to was right when I graduated. I went to Country Fest,
Mhm.
which it's close to my house, and it's 3 days or 4 days. But the first day is like two like lower, like nobody really knows some singers, and then the next 3, it's like 5 or 6 people perform, all for like an hour.
Yeah.
And then the main event goes for like 3 hours. And so we went, the first year it was Sam Hunt, Luke Combs, in Old Dominion.
Whoa.
It was supposed to be Morgan Wallen,
Damn.
but that's when like he kind of had like a drinking problem and all this and that. So he
Said something you shouldn't have said.
yeah. So he was not on tour, and so Old Dominion was there, which was awesome because I love Old Dominion.
Yeah.
And so now that's like a yearly thing. We go there every year.
Oh, that's cool.
Last year we went, and Morgan Wallen was there, and he broke like records, like attendance records.
Yeah.
It was insane. He was there. Jason Aldean, he was unbelievable, and then Brantley Gilbert was the other main event. And then we camped that year. That was a lot of fun.
And stayed at like close to.
We stayed on the campground.
Oh, that's
'Cause
cool.
It's like a big campground type
That's
thing,
cool.
like swimming park.
Never been to a
That's
country
pretty
concert, but I do love country. Never been to one though. Would have been like 5 concerts though.
Yeah, my first concert was when I was a lot younger. My sister was a giant Justin Bieber fan, so we went to see
Okay.
Justin
All
Bieber.
right.
You went to Biebs?
Which I was complaining about, which I guess I like.
Yeah, now I
it's
love
like
it.
now it's Justin Bieber.
You were a believer?
I was not a believer. I thought I was getting, because my mom was like, we were getting flu shots. I hated getting flu shots. It wasn't even like a needle thing. Like I just hated getting flu shots.
Okay.
My mom was like, after she was like, after you guys get your flu shots, like you guys are getting a gift. I was like, cool, like whatever. And I was making
Justin Bieber?
yeah, I was big into Skylanders at the time, so I thought I was getting a Skylander. And we opened up the box, and it's a Justin Bieber ticket for me and my sister, and we each had our own bag. And I took this bag of Skittles that I got from the doctor and threw it at my mom because I didn't want to go see Justin Bieber. But now I can say I went to see Justin Bieber.
Oh, that's funny.
And then the second one was Maroon 5. I fell asleep through
That's
that
lit,
one.
dude.
I fell asleep through that one.
You fell asleep?
I fell asleep during Maroon 5.
Man.
Yeah, that was crazy. I don't even know how I did that. The one that I loved was we went to see Florida Georgia Line.
Oh, yeah.
Florida Georgia
Man.
had Hardy open. So do you know who Hardy
I've
is?
seen him twice.
Hardy
Seen him twice.
was still pretty young at the time, so it was kind of like his newer song. So he was like the short opening act. So it was Hardy, and then Morgan Wallen followed.
Oh.
He was still pretty young at the time, but he did Whiskey Glasses, so
Oh
everyone
my
knew that
gosh,
one. And
that's
then
crazy.
Florida Georgia Line followed after them as the main act.
Yeah,
and then their
that is-
closing song, they all three came out and sang. It was one of the coolest things
That
ever.
is, yeah, that's.
And then we just went and saw Kane Brown, and Chase Rice opened up for him.
I've seen Chase Rice. So funny story, when I saw Chase Rice, it was at Country Fest. He was one of the like lower ones. His band, their bus broke down.
Oh,
So he just had a stool, an acoustic guitar, and a mic.
that's actually kind of cool.
It was cool, but like at the same time, it was like,
It's
man,
kinda
like, this
lame.
guy could probably perform. Like,
Yeah.
he's a younger guy that's like pretty in shape. Like he's probably gonna be up there jumping up and down and moving around. But I mean, it was so cool. I think he's supposed to be there again this year.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, no, I've seen Hardy twice. He brings the.
He brings the heat.
It's insane.
Yeah.
He's crazy.
Yeah, I saw John Bellion. He was like my first concert. He was sick. Then I went to see J. Cole, Penn State, because they're with Young Thug, Jaden Smith, and Earth Gang.
Holy crap!
And then Rod Wave, and then Louis Capaldi.
Wow.
Which one was your favorite?
Rod Wave. No, J. Cole was the best one.
Really?
Was that the Earth Gang Penn State one?
Yeah, no, that was just crazy.
Yeah, that would be cool.
So many people. But last night was really cool. It was a really good concert.
Yeah.
He sings
Yeah,
just
he's-
like he sings on the radio.
Yeah, he's good.
And
He's good. I've
and
seen
he's
some of his
freaking
TikToks
hilarious.
and stuff of his. He's good.
He says, "What does DC even stand for?" And everyone's like, "The District of Columbia." And he's like, "Thank you, the District of Columbia. This guy's funny." This dude said,
That's pretty funny. It's cool when you get a personality like that as a performer.
he had this little piano and he did a song. He's up down there like this. Hey, guys, I lied to you all. I'm a liar. I'm not even playing this piano. I didn't even. I'm just smashing keys. And he's like, don't believe me? Play a song. And then the piano. He's walking up and standing around.
That's pretty funny. Well, which one was your favorite? Because I didn't even ask you what your favorite was.
It had to be Luke Jones. So he was just unbelievable. Hardy is a really good performer. Morgan Wallen's also, he was like a really, really good performer, and it was like the vibe was really fun for
Yeah.
him. But like performance wise, he wasn't like, he was a little off like pitch. I wouldn't even say that. He just like screamed a lot.
Wasn't like where like he was
Who?
singing his songs.
Morgan Wallen.
Oh.
Yeah, but I think Luke Combs was probably my favorite. I
Yeah.
wish I would have been older though. Like I wish I would have went to Luke Combs last summer. Because like I wasn't, I couldn't be down in the crowd because I was getting shoved by drunk people and I wasn't
Yeah.
drunk, so I was getting really pissed off. And
He comes in April, the end of April.
Luke Combs does?
Yeah, Pittsburgh.
Huh.
Really?
Yeah, his tickets are expensive though. So.
Well, yeah, Morgan Wallen blew the sea out with the Pittsburgh price tickets.
Like $400.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, no, they're expensive in Columbus. My brother got a couple tickets, and since he dropped that new album, I haven't seen him on TikTok a lot of all of it.
Like, it's all I listen to, and I'm
I
just like,
got
if
it.
I win that next bet, I'm going to Morgan Wallen.
His ticket prices are going to be insane.
Yeah, they're crazy right now.
Just the next bet.
Taylor Swift's were also insane. They were like $2,000.
Dude, Laya was talking about that a bunch.
Yeah.
He was like, I mean, you could get a new car with that.
You
What?
could.
My girlfriend, my mom, my sister, my girlfriend's mom, my girlfend's sister, my girlfriend's best friend, are all going together.
Are they really?
That's insane.
Where? Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. The tickets are like $125.
Oh,
They got in the
jeez.
pre-sale. All that.
Yeah, that's not that bad then.
Anyways, wrap it up. It's
Yeah.
getting kind of late too.
Yeah.
I think I forgot
Sorry,
one.
guys. I really
I'm
passed.
a night.
I think I have
I
homework
stay
to
up.
do.
I stay
Yeah.
up late, so
I got Spanish.
I woke up and I actually felt like the most important person ever. I had like text from.
I called you once.
I was like, "What did I miss? What time is it?" And I'm like, "Ooh!" I see a text of Chase. I look at the time. I'm like, "Oh."
I was like, "You alive?" I was like, "Cause I didn't. I mean, you said you could go whenever." I was like, "I really don't want to keep Dylan waiting all night."
Yeah, I was like, "Ooh."
But we were blessed to have Dylan on the podcast.
Yeah,
Thank you for coming on
appreciate
the
it,
Thanks for
podcast.
having me, man.
It was last minute. I texted him today. Again, you can follow Dylan at his Instagram for Hanna Fitness at
Hanna Fitness or Hanna_Fitness 33 at.
Yeah, we'll put him in there.
Yeah, we'll put him in there. Also, be ready for his merch drops. You're dropping. You have a sale
I'm
right
dropping
now.
tomorrow, but it might get pushed to Thursday, depending on how many people order and whatnot.
Anyways, yeah. Well, this will be out Wednesday of next week, so we're already be back from school. So, if you still have clothing left, hopefully by the end of this podcast, sell out its clothes. That would be awesome.
Absolutely. As long as people just send me what you want and I'll order it. I just ordered it all. So
So yeah, do you have a business email that we can plug to? People
no. I just DM me. Just
All right,
call me,
yeah.
DM me.
DM him at, again, his Hanna Fitness account. As always, like and subscribe to our podcast. Share with a friend. If you watched the video the whole way through, comment the word
Fitness.
Comment the word fitness following the Hanna Fitness theme of this podcast. Again, for the people on the live, I know there's no one there, but thank you for watching. If you did, at McKenna and my sister.
Your sister too.
Yeah, as always, like, subscribe, share with a friend. We will see you in the next episode. Deuces.
You can't manage this, can't break this bar funded. Gotta keep my distance when you not 100.